There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We welcome 8-time All-NBA first-team player Shaquille O'Neal. And it probably could have been about 15 first year, right?
It probably could have been about 15, but, you know, I was doing rap videos and didn't come into training camp in shape. And just really didn't care at the time. But anyway, good to be here with you, Kevin. Greg, David. We'll see about Chris. You know what they used to say about the old Shaq, so he's out of shape. He's only averaging 29, but he's so out of shape.
He's out of shape. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's Defensive Player of the Year.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. So much love for the perimeter offense these days. But, Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony "The Brow" Davis.
I can't argue with any of those.
No, not at all.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got King, Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard.
Gotta love the show of authority. James loves getting the chance to hammer it down.
And King, here we go. Porzingis passes to King. Back to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Pass to King. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
To the inside. Here's James. From down in the low post, it goes. James has got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Schroeder. 26 points for him last game against Portland.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
James outside. Unloads from 13. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. LeBron's got 6.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
They say landing in the right situation, Shaq, important for any player's career. What traits, as you go back and look at what you've seen now and when you played, what traits separate the great organizations in this game?
Well, one, you got to have experience. I think you got to have some banners up there in the rafters, and I think you got to have a mean front office. You got to have a Jerry West, a Mitch Kupchak, guy that understands the players in the games, and you have to have a commitment and a culture of respect and trust.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
And it's good, 2 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
LeBron up top. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Gasol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
One of the best parts of Gasol's game is strength. I mean, he's big, tough to handle.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. King, the pass to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
LeBron outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
There's the pass to Brunson. Back to King. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
LeBron James on the wing. He's got 8. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Jack, we know you were born in New Jersey, but moved around a lot growing up. What effect did that have, seeing so much of the world at such a young age?
I think seeing the world gives you perspective. I think it's, gets you to the point where you could experience different points of view. I've always said that I had the Karate Kid sort of life. I can relate to all people.
I like that. That's a good comparison. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Off the inbound, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Schroeder's got 5 now.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic spot in the open middle.
And it's good for 2.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Brunson against Schroeder. The drive by James. Takes it out to Schroeder. Passes it to Gasol. Doncic with the steal. Nice shot by Porzingis. He's got 16.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. Pass to Horton Tucker. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 4. Kick out to King. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas. Shaq, something that may not get enough attention. Over nearly 2 decades of play, you made the postseason almost every year. To me, that's an incredible accomplishment.
Yeah, I was in the playoffs 17 out of 19 years. Only missed 1 my rookie year and 1 with the Suns. You know what that means? That was terrible. How could I miss any playoffs?
That is some kind of resume.
Why?
Knocks down the 3 ball.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And the Lakers call time here. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Marc Gasol. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. James with it. He's got 10. Here's the floater.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Schroeder. Basket good. Schroeder's got 7 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And King, here we go.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Here's James, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's King after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going, enjoys setting the table. And Shaq, you were the winner of 4 NBA titles. If you had to choose the one that meant the most, which one would it be?
I would say my first one with the Lakers was special. No, capping out the three-peat. Also with the Lakers was good. No, winning in Miami.
Really?
Winning
that
in
was
Miami.
it.
Because I got traded, and you guys, well, not Kevin, but you, Greg, you were counting me out. Oh, Shaq's going to get to Miami and do more rap videos. And we all know Shaq doesn't like to come in shape. He's not going to be in shape. But, you know, they put me through that rigorous program. And with the great D-Wade, was able to win one in Miami.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bucket is good. 19 points for Maverick.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's LeBron. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. LeBron's got 12.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And here is King. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Horton Tucker, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Davis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You know, he's such a graceful athlete who's willing to mix it up on the glass. AD's great at creating second chance opportunities.
And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. James in the post, guarded by Hardaway. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yes, the defense sees James with the ball and assumes he's a shooter, but you know him, he exploits the defense to always find that assist.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's LeBron. The Mavericks making the shot. And the league moving to shake things up, Shaq, in the regular season. There's an idea of a tournament maybe mid-season. One thing that didn't make the cut, though, changing the playoffs so that the semifinals are seeded 1 through 4, irrespective of conference. What do you think of all that?
I mean, it was a tough sell for the Eastern Conference. You know, historically, they've had an easier road to the finals. But I think reseeding would ensure a more competitive championship round. And, you know, Adam Silver just didn't have the votes.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, too, you know, other than football, nobody really reseeds. And you know what, you have trends some years. Look, you remember back in our era, big fella, the East was the dominant conference. You know, you had it in the transition. And so I just think, you know what, you're just going to have those years. I like the format that we have.
You know what I say, Kevin? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think it's broke.
And if it is broke, get a warranty.
Yes, good idea.
taking that one too, Ray.
You're stealing a lot of stuff here. From deep, Richardson, another three for Dallas.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lakers trail by 17. Passes it to Cook. Now here's Kuzma. Morris kicks to LeBron. Over Hardaway. And it's LeBron missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And King, here we go. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Basket counts.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he makes that one. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
James against Hardaway. Now LeBron fires for 3. That shot no good. And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope out there with Cook. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Gasol at center. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Warriors was outstanding. He finished with 64 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the score by Dallas. Here's Cook. And it's King with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Caldwell Pope right side. Outside for Gasol. No good on the three.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete ever. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level. There's only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
Oh, no. We like the honesty.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And it's Cook missing. Here's Dallas. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Hardaway. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for King. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. Teams deciding to change it up.
Get outside, get outside.
Davis against King. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Schroeder's got 12.
Big man like Davis have great perspective on the floor, able to find the wide open man.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Burke, the pass to Richardson. Now Doncic inside. King powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
And they double up James.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Again, the Mavericks score.
I love their assertiveness. I mean, when Richardson catches and fires like this, you know he's in the zone.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's James, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 18 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Good on both. 1:46 left in the first half. LeBron outside. Down low. Here's Horton Tucker. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And Chris, you think about Shaq's ability to raise his game under the spotlight. We're seeing him do that as an analyst with us here courtside.
I mean, this is a guy who led the Lakers to 3 consecutive titles, during which he had the highest scoring average for a center in NBA Finals history. I mean, big fella steps up in his confidence. The timing on the play is exceptional. Davis arrives right on cue to slam it in.
Here's King. An easy 2 points on the layup. King's got 41.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
James, the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Schroeder. He's got 14. Morris, left side. 5 on the clock. To the paint. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
orchestrating this offense. James, so crafty at distributing the rock.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's King, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside for Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Dallas leading by 23. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. They double him with James. Back to King, and stolen by James. Here's Schroeder. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. King. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
This is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Porzingis with the steal. Dallas moving it around.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Schroeder finds Gasol. Now here's James. He's got 21, and they double up LeBron. Horton Tucker, the pass to Gasol. Porzingis with the block. Gasol against King. Pass to Porzingis, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Davis surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Horton Tucker's got 9.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple. And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and letting him use his burst. It lets him maximize what he can do. Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Horton Tucker, the pass to Davis. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second.
The Mavericks have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
When you think of Cauley-Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
To the inside, here's Caldwell Pope, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Feeds to Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
Now here's Schroeder. Burke covering. Pass to Davis. And no good that time. Great D that time from King. 1:11 left in the third. To the middle. It's tipped. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
So tough to contain Davis when he's on a roll. He's got the physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
King against James. Hardaway passes to King. And there it is for him. King's got 49 points in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
LeBron outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. They get it again.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's King. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
Here's LeBron. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Dallas shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. LeBron James is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Clock at 6, Milton. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Schroeder outside. Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. And I know you're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just miss that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. And same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against them and an honor to call them friends.
King with it. He lobs it up, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. James with the bucket.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
And here is King. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. James looking around. And that one, good. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
But that's how LeBron likes to attack. So effective at scoring on the move.
And King, here we go. Finney-Smith passes to King. Down low. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Woo. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Passes to McKinney. And with the move league-wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough either. Put me on that list. Let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, fewer black head coaches this season. You know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that. But the fact of the matter is, they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. Let some of the best candidates in the door, and they should be hired.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
King against Dudley. Johnson right side. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Schroeder passes to Dudley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Pass to Burke. Now King from deep. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. That one, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Schroeder. LeBron trying to free himself up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That's good from Schroeder. Cook, he's checked in for the Lakers. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. King, the pass to Brunson. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Back to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
King. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Doncic finds Brunson. King with it. Here's Finney-Smith. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide-open man.
And King, here we go. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. From the wing, Horton Tucker's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 22. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Schroeder passes to Horton Tucker. From 12 feet out. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Both teams will make substitutions. .132 left in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Maverick.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in. Dallas, no good that time either. LeBron, left side. That shot missing, and it's Dallas the other way. And King, here we go. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And the pass to LeBron. Fires top of the key. They get it back. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just a scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Now here's Burke. D right on him. Here's King. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.